Hey everybody, we are here with Finish It Friday. So today we are going to finish up our envelope journal, multi-envelope journal flippy thing. How's that for an official name? Excuse my voice, I'm a little froggy, a little hoarse. I just got off the phone with my brother and his wife who are in California. Thankfully not in the way of the fires, but they are getting smoke. And I just want to send all my hopes and wishes out to those people that are dealing with the smoke, the fires, and everything in California, Colorado, and wherever else they're happening. My thoughts and prayers and everything are with you guys. I know it's not easy. It really stinks, actually. So, and my allergies are kicking up. I sneezed last night before bed. I sneezed as soon as I woke up this morning. So here I am, all gravelly sounding and stuffy sounding and everything else. So, I did a lot of work on this. Let me tell you, I think I spent 6 hours just finishing this off and making journaling cards. That's it. That's it. Stuff for the pockets and finishing off the decorating. 6 hours. I told you I could not do it on screen because I could barely do it off screen. So maybe I'll get better at that. Maybe I need a smaller project to start with like that. But I've tried to do this with journals before and it didn't work either, because unless I make everything up ahead of time, I don't think I could do it. And it would be like a 20-part series at an hour each. You guys would get really bored. So I did finish it up. I hope you have all started yours. It doesn't matter where in the process you are. You can watch this video anytime you want. If you have an Instagram, then tag me. I'm MJ Managros. Put the @ sign, MJ Managros. And that's how I say my last name. Somebody was asking me today. Managros. It's like a mani-pedi and gross. Man-gross. So, yeah. So, MJ Managros on Instagram. And you can tag me if you've made yours and you have an Instagram. I'd love to see it. I'm not that great at Instagram, so hopefully I will figure it out if you do tag me. There's that. So anyway, let's get on with me showing you what I've got. I think I'm zoomed in enough for you to see it, I hope. So this is the front cover, and I added a bunch of my stitches because I figured that it needed some reinforcement. So the stitches in my stitches kit really came in handy for that. I can tear them down thin right next to the edge of the stitching, glued them on. Worked great. It's now a lot. I wasn't going to cover this flap because I wanted it to show as a flap, but it was feeling a bit weak. You can see that my front cover is really struggling, and I'm going to have a struggle putting any journal pages in here, but we're going to do it. So, yeah, that's that. Okay, this is the inside cover. And again, you saw me put this stitching on, and I did go through with a lot of my, let me pull it out, fossilized amber distress oxide. And what I did was I took a piece of plastic like this, whatever I get from packaging, I crumple it up and I stamp it, and then I go on the paper like that. Works great. If you don't want it that dark, or you don't want weird shapes like this, you can use your brush, your dauber, or you can water it down and then touch it to it. And some of this I did water down. Up here, I used water, and then I went back and I wanted it a little brighter, not so subdued. So this here, I used water and then pressed the paper into it. This was where I used the plastic and daubed it. This was water. So you can see the difference. You get subdued and then brighter. Okay. So Inside, I had this tag already made. I think it's one of maybe 2 or 3 that I had already made, and I am going to sew around these. Didn't get to that yesterday. This, I used a napkin, and I just decoupaged the front, inked the back, inked the edges with my coffee ink, and you saw that. And I put a little bit of the same napkin here, and this can flip up and be journaled on, and this can be journaled on, and this could be journaled on, and this can be journaled on. So there's that. Then we have the inside center. So we have this envelope, and it was really grungy, and I was okay with the grungy on the whole thing, but I felt like with all these bright colors in here, I needed to brighten it up a little bit. So that's why the yellow came in. And then I just have a little tag from my summer song kit, and I cut it down a little bit, and that's going to be the journaling card for inside this envelope. And then I had this envelope made up. I made it up from one of my pages from the Summer Song Journal. So another envelope. We get to count this one as an envelope. And just another tag from my Summer Song kit. And I put that in there facing that way so that when you flip it over, there's, you know, a little tag sticking out this pocket. I curled this edge of this pocket under and glued it down. And that is the one side and this is the other. Then we have this down here. This is an envelope that was glued down. This is an envelope. So I have a little decoupaged, napkin decoupaged tag in there. And I inked the back of that as well. And this background is from one of my kits, Laces, I think it is. This is a double stamped card on my decoupage kit background. So that goes in that pocket. And this is a belly band from my Summer Song kit. I was trying to use up what I had sitting around. So that's why it's all my stuff. This is my photograph here, as I pointed out once before. And this is also one of my photographs. These are not available online at the moment. I could put them online. I don't know if there'd be any interest. I played around with it for a while and then I sort of gave up on it. So this is a napkin, decoupaged napkin as well. And then tea stain paper on the back. And I, again, will sew around these. This is from my sewing kit. It's actually sewn in a square, so it looks like it's sewn on there, but you don't have the bulk of the sewing. And one of Tracy's tags. And then I got creative. I wanted more envelopes. So I had these little mini tags that I had cut out. I don't use my die cutter machine very often. Sorry. Oh, I am just falling apart here. But these were from one of my die cutting sessions, and I found the bag. They were in with these little mini envelopes I made. But these are the kind of envelopes that fold open so that you can journal in them. So I have a little one there, and I have a little one here. That one's a little bit longer. Can you see it? And then I have this one, which is a calendar page, which, well, I don't think I meant for that side to get glued down, but it got glued down, so I'll glue this side down too. Let's see. Or maybe I meant to glue it down. I tell you, at the end of the 6 hours of playing with this thing, I was so wiped out. I don't normally sleep the whole night through. Like, I have to get up and go to the bathroom or something. I slept the whole night through after spending the 6 hours on this. Oh, excuse me. Drainage. So maybe I'll just, can I fit these in there? They're going to be too tall for in there. So I just put a couple of these in each one of these. And I thought, I love it. So I have now added 4 more envelopes. 1, 2, 3, and this one from this pocket. So I've added 4 more envelopes to mine. How about you? How many envelopes are in your envelope flippy journal thing? And these didn't take up much space. So, you know, it's okay. And then this is one of my photographs as well. See the birdie on a pole. And I decoupage napkin here. And of course, then this comes out the top. And what I did was I this piece of paper that I'd stamped on was white. I have another one like it here somewhere. And what I did was I inked it, and then it was like this paper. And it was white, but you can't tell it now. So I inked it with my brush. Before I put it on the cardstock, I sort of took it and I did this to it. I just went like this and made some creases, and then took my ink pad and went over the top of it. And that's how I got those lines in there. And then I also did the yellow mashing ink on that way. So that's that card, and that goes in the top here so it can be seen through the window. And then, of course, I have the, if I could just work it out. Okay, I have this card here, and I thought that was really pretty. This is all napkin decoupage again on a big giant journaling card, and put paper on it. Again, I'm going to sew around it. Haven't gotten to it yet. So all of that is done. And we're going to put the pin back in the glue so we have some glue to use if we need it. Okay, so now I need my journal. And of course, you saw these papers previously. These are the ones that are in the center and the first envelope. I think I showed you this, right? This was actually, you know what this envelope is? This is from the bank. When we were getting cash from the bank. That's a bank envelope. So I just covered it. And that's what's in here for this pocket, for this window. Oh, has to go down a little. It does not fill the whole space. And this this pocket could hold plenty more if you wanted to hide things behind it in there. And then this pocket as well has this journaling card in it. Now, I did learn something. I don't know if you guys learned the same thing, but when you're using envelopes, you want to make sure, where's an envelope? Hold that thought. Uh-oh. Oh, you aren't going to believe what I go through here. Okay. I just had, oh my Lord, here it is. See, I put it up, couldn't find it. When you have, oh, Martha, I just had an envelope here and it's not in there. Okay, let me get an envelope and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Maybe. When you have an envelope, especially if you're going to tea or coffee diet, but I think just in general, if you have an envelope, you want to make sure that these little flaps here, see all these edges? Glue them down before you start anything. Like if there's any flaps, like if you open this one up and you cut this off and you're going to use this as a pocket, all kinds of stuff gets caught on there. I've had trouble all the way through with stuff getting caught on because I didn't take my time and glue it down first. So that's my tip. That's my tip for the day. I would really like to find the other envelope I just pulled out to use in this. So we are going to do journal pages. And I don't know if you can tell, I added some fabric here. And I added some fabric here. Now I'm going to hold this up to the camera. I don't know if you can tell it's fabric. You can tell right down here. That was white. It was the selvage edge of some fabric that I had torn off or cut off, something. Now, the reason I put it here and here is because these seams are going to get a lot of use with opening and closing. And I didn't reinforce them enough on the outside, but you have to choose inside or outside. I think Angela, if you go watch Angela Toma, thank you for telling me how to pronounce your name correctly. I appreciate it. If you go watch her video, which I will link below, you will see that, was it Angela? Yes, it was Angela. Sorry, Angela. You will see she put fabric on the inside and the outside and then sort of had some issues with that. So, and you can see that this barely closes as it is. I'm not going to be able to put a lot of pages in it. Part of my problem is this comes way over, but the pages will be underneath that, but still that's going to take up space, you know, in the closure. I did not leave enough room at the beginning. So like I say, I don't do tutorials. I show you how not to do things. And my fabric's a little loose there, but I'll glue that down in a minute. So, did you pick out your pages? Do you know what you want to put in yours? I did pick out a few of mine. I'm going to take a drink. Decaf unsweet tea. So, homemade. So, I pulled out a bunch of pages, leftovers from what was in my box, because I still haven't organized my box. There's the envelope I was going to use. And that, and I have all kinds of weird papers. And yes, they're all unusual sizes. Some of them are torn. Some of them are somebody else's digitals. I think this is... names on the tip of my tongue. This is something that is going to be a digital that I have. And even some green and brown. This stuff is very precious because Home Depot told my husband they're not carrying it anymore. I can't find it. I need to ask my daughter to check the Home Depots up by her. But the green masking paper, they're not carrying it anymore. So at least here in my part of Virginia, they're not carrying it anymore. And some tea-stained papers and my calendar page. So I'm going to go through and just make some pages out of this. But trust me, I'm not going to be able to fit a lot. You can also use envelopes. If you want to incorporate more envelopes, because this is supposed to be about envelopes, then pull out some more of your used envelopes and you can make pages out of them. I did that in my first one as well. And I really like that. When you open that, when you open the page before, you know, flip that page, you're like, oh, that's just like a used envelope. So there's that. You can use them with pockets. You can use them without pockets. It's a good way to use the ones with no pockets. So I think I'm going to try and put a few pages on both of my seams. And I'm going to see how that goes. It may not go well, but we're going to try it. And I'm going to try and stick to my time. So I have about 45 minutes, which isn't a whole lot of time. And I can go back. You can, you know, ink these. You can stencil them. You could tea dye them. You can do whatever you want. But you have to make sure they're going to fit and not cross over your, they're going to fit in the center here. Or they're going to fit here. The width of your envelopes. That's the word. So I think I'm going to tear this one this way. Okay. And then I'll fold this one this way. Okay. And that one there. And what I'm doing is I'm just folding them making sure they're going to meet the requirement. Let's see. And I'm making 2 piles because I want to put 2 journaling spaces together. So that goes in my ever-growing bit box. Instead of it shrinking, it's growing. No idea if that's straight. We'll see. More or less. Didn't fold it straight. That would have helped. That goes in one pile. This will go in the other. And we'll see what we can do. So I didn't get real picky about what would match and what wouldn't. There's a lot of green and yellow in here, and that was a misprint of a page that I printed out because my printer wanted more ink and I ignored it. So there you go. There you go. All right. And I think this one, I hope I'm on screen. I'm trying really hard. I think if I fold that there and I fold that there. Okay, put that one up there. And we'll put this one down here. So I'm coming up with a lot of short pages. So now I need to work on longer pages. So I'm going to pull out my taller papers. Let's see. Yeah, that would work. So I hope everybody's doing well. Oh, you guys, I uploaded my videos and when I uploaded them, I uploaded them in the wrong order. So I had to go back and I had to upload them again. Not upload them, but I had to go back and correct it all. And then, well, while I was in YouTube Studio, I realized that my Sunday snippets had been on, it's gonna be a little bit too wide, had been set on private. What I'm doing is, okay, here's how I do it. I'm uploading my videos from my phone. I don't know if I'm gonna like this or not. From my phone to YouTube. But I have it set to private because I want to go on my laptop. So I'm skipping the step of uploading to my laptop because my laptop and my phone don't like each other. And so I have been uploading from my phone to YouTube, but I keep it private. And then I actually do this. And then I'm sorry, I can't do this and talk at the same time, obviously. I upload my video from my phone to YouTube, keep it on private, then I go in and edit on my laptop. See, I got the sentence out. And then I turn it into public. Well, I thought I had done that on the Sunday snippets, and my Sunday snippets didn't come out until Wednesday. because I failed to make it public when I should have. So, I uploaded 3 videos yesterday. Several of you, and I apologize again, said that you watched them in the wrong order. Well, that's because, you know, it was a mishmash of how I was able to upload them. So I apologize for that. And, you know, you don't realize how tricky all of this is and how much work it all is until you actually do it. Some people, the technology comes really easy to. I am envious of those people. Some people have help with their technology. I am envious of those people. Very envious. but it is what it is. I'm doing my best. Believe it or not, I used to be pretty good at technology. Not so much anymore. Okay, I need to get some real pages in there, I think. That one is going there. That one is going there, and I still don't know if those are too wide. I pulled this scrapbook paper out of my scrap bin, so that's going to go in as well. And I'm okay if the edges are all roughed up, if they're torn, because you know what? What I do with, oh, goody gracious, this one. Okay. So, I'm good that they're all different sizes. I don't care. I'm okay with that. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. And that. And that. And that. And that. And that, I think. I think that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to tear that in half. I'm going to leave it just like that. Because you know what? It's an envelope journal. And this is an envelope, right? Okay. I think what I'm going to do is sort through it this way. Now, whether all these pages will fit in that first section, I seriously doubt it. I think I'm going to have to remove some, but I'm just going to give it a go. And we're just going to play. I might put this on the outside. And I love that they're different sizes. I have gotten really attached to the idea that, actually, I put that on the inside. See, that's pretty chunky already. Put that there. Okay, let's test it. So that would go right there. So I just need to tear down this envelope a little bit. Now see, this is probably the junkiest junk journal I've made, because a lot of things are recycled in it, and that's okay. Alrighty, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try and squeeze that right in there. Now, whether we get another one in here or not, the thing probably won't ever close. I probably should take a couple pages out of here. But why? I don't want to. That's a bit of Rachel in there, so I want to keep that. And take that out. Yep, I'm going to give that a go. We shall see. This may not be my finest work, but that's okay. It's been the most fun, let me tell you. All right. So I'm going to get all willy-nilly on you. Now, I've seen people, everybody I've ever seen measures 3 times the length of the spine. I only do 2. However, there's a caveat to this. I do about 1 inch extra on each end. And I find I'm not chopping off a bunch of, you know, valuable territory from the thread. And I'm not using a template. Watch out, world. Martha's not using a template. Oh, that little needle needs to find a new home. It doesn't belong in here, but I found it and then stuck it in there. Okay. We're going to play all willy-nilly here. How about that? Make sure all my pages are sort of where I want them. And again, you could go through, decorate them. They're not sticking out the top or the bottom. You can put them in whatever order you want to put them in. I'm putting some at the top, some at the bottom, so that I can catch them. And yep, I'm happy with that. And what I am going to do, make sure they're at the top and the bottom, I'm going to use a little clip. And the only reason I'm using the clip is because these papers are trying to escape. So I put a clip there. And where's my other clip? These little clips here, I got these at Bed Bath & Beyond in the kitchen section. I don't know if they still have them. I got them like 2 years ago. Year before last, in the fall maybe. I love them. All right, so we're going to play willy-nilly. And I'm hoping I can get it sort of straight. We're going to see. So I'm going to go in what looks like the center to me. Maybe. Okay, I'm going to have to poke a hole. I just don't have the strength today. That stinks. All right, poke the holes. Poke the holes. And poke the holes. All right. And I'm probably going to have to poke the holes in this. I didn't want to. I didn't want to get this technical, but I'm going to have to. Holy cow. It's a good thing I'm poking the holes ahead of time. I would have never got my needle through there. Okay. Well, that fabric is definitely, see, the selvage edge of a fabric is very tightly woven. That's why it's good to use for things that you want some extra strength in. Okay, there we go. No measuring. Ow! Except by eye. And I may regret it later, but who knows? So I don't know if you guys follow, excuse my tongue, follow, well, that's not the right place. Follow Lolly Palooza, Lolly Geeter. I mentioned her in my previous video, and I had said that she was talking about going to a, I really should wear my glasses when I'm doing this, to a different platform than Etsy. And I turned on my YouTube videos this morning, opened YouTube, and what was there but a video from Lolly. And she went to a platform called Bonanza. But she pointed out, she went through the whole website, and she pointed out some things about it. And it looks somewhat similar to Etsy. But I'll be honest, I wasn't thrilled by it. So I'm not jumping ship yet. I'm just now getting a following on Etsy, and I really am not ready to jump ship yet. My husband and I talked this morning. He's like, well, why don't you do eBay? And why don't you do this? And why don't you do that? But you got to remember, he does not deal. He doesn't even know how to get to eBay. I mean, like, I had to look over my shoulder, see if he's listening. Oh, that's not too bad, huh? And yeah, it's on the side. I don't care. I don't care. I should have been more careful and put it on the spine. I may just cover that up. I don't know. I don't care. It's a junk journal. It's supposed to look like this. Now, I've gone to calling my other journals handmade journals because I put a lot of work into them to make them look pretty. But this is really junky, so I'm okay. I'm calling this junky. Now, I'll try harder on this one. Anywho's, so what was I saying? Yeah, he's never shopped on eBay. He's just beginning to shop on Amazon. So, I mean, he does not know, really. He doesn't know. He doesn't know anything about those sites. And I try to explain to him, but then he gets all, like, you know, defensive. Well, if you don't know, then don't be trying to tell me how to do it and think that that's okay, because it's not. All right, I think this is going to fit. We'll see. We shall see. So now I just have to put some papers in here. And I'll kind of do that. There's a lot more tall papers in this one. Okay, put the short one in there. And I think I'll put this short one here. Am I on screen? Probably not. I'm trying, peeps. I'm trying. Now see, this part is fun. I like doing this part. Put that there. Oh, the envelope. Where's the other half of the envelope? I did put the envelope in that one, right? Yes, I did. Okay. And we'll put the envelope here. And then I need a tall page for inside. Okay. By golly. I think I've got it. This is fun. You know, I've done a couple, maybe two others where my pages are all wonky like this. It's my favorite thing in the whole world. It really is. All right, so what I'm going to do this time, I'm going to be more traditional. I'm starting to think this page might be a little wide for this. So I think I'm going to have to pull this in. Yeah, it's going to have extra folds in it. It's okay. It's junky. Actually, you know what I might do? I'm going to try this. Do that. This is a really heavyweight copy paper, so there. I like that. Can I fold it now? Yes. Okay, so we just made that a fold out. All right. Fold out. Get out there. So my poor dog is standing outside the door, staring in here, freaking out. Let me go get him. Excuse me a moment. You want to come in? Come on. Okay, come on, Gabby. Come on. I'm not done recording yet. Phew. Okay, they're in. They can lay down and behave themselves. Hopefully. Hopefully. All right. So I'm centering my papers in there. And this time, I'm pulling out my pillow. And we can see if we can get this more centered. As I said, not a tutorial. Because if you do as I do, you're going to end up wonky doodles. But that's okay for me. It works for me. Okay. So I am going to... I'm not clipping the papers this time. Okay. I am sweating. It is warm in this sunroom. Phew. When I have to close the sliding door to the, even though there are 3 vents in here to let the air conditioning in, the sun hits this side of the house almost every moment of the day. It rises over that way, and then it comes up and sets that way. So it's really, it's warm. It's not a bad day out today. It's actually a pretty nice day for Virginia for August. Pretty low humidity, which I don't understand why my allergies are bothering me then. And it is, sorry, I'm concentrating. Oh, that's not going to catch that one. Come on. You're there. I see you. I really got to start keeping a pair of glasses in here. I had a pair in here, and then I took them in the other room, and they never made it back in here. For up close stuff, really up close stuff. Okay. What was I saying? Heat, humidity. Humidity is pretty low today. It was in the 70s. We had to go grocery shopping this morning. I get out once or twice a week if I'm lucky. Okay. So, ooh, this thing is going to be really full. And I always do, I don't know if you saw that. I do what's called a surgeon's knot. So I cross one thread under one way and one thread up the other way. And then I pull them, and then so they were like this. I cross them this way. Then I do this. Go through once, go through again. That's a surgeon's knot. So that's not going to come out. Well, it'll come out if you poke at it and want it to come out. But this way, you're not fighting to get that knot in there and the first tie is coming loose. You just knot it twice to begin with. Oh, isn't that fun? Oh, look at all those fun papers in there. And they all flip, and they all flop, and they fold. And there's an envelope in there. Let's fold this down and see. That folds open. Let's fold this a little more this way. And then this one has flippy floppies in it. So there's that. The envelope, that paper. So much fun. This is my favorite part. This is the only part I didn't stress over. Now, why is that? Why? Okay, so this is going to, no, yes, this has to close. It's a bit of squeezy squeezy, but guess what? We can tie something around it and we'll be okay. I have these hemmed things that I get off of some fabric that I dye. So there's that. And this is the hem I cut off, and this will fit in perfectly. All right. How fun is that? And it's done. Let's put this over there. Oops, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hit you with the pillow. At least it was a pillow. It wasn't something hard. Are we happy now? We are very happy. Martha's very happy. I am thrilled with this. I love it. I hope that you are having fun with this. So let's do a hashtag, because I think that way, if you're on Instagram or Facebook and you want to post it, I think it'll tag me. Like I said, not the most technical person, you know. Probably one of the least, to be honest. But I have to declutter. Let me declutter. Put my things back. All right. Get rid of the paper and the envelopes. So what do you think? I'm gonna do a flip through? How much time do we have? We have 15 minutes. All right. So that's gonna be the tie around, which actually could slip through one of these. I do believe if I slip it through there, it would stay on. Okay. So yeah, it's a little gappy. Yeah, if you were to put anything else in there, it would definitely be full. So we have this, and this goes in here. It's a grungy garden theme. Oops, that's upside down. And this little envelope. So we have 1, 2, right, envelopes, 3 envelopes, and we're not even past the first page yet. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 envelopes, because this is an envelope too. 5 envelopes, right? All our fun papers that I'll probably go through and ink because, you know, then it'll match the grunge look. And they are a little white. Okay. And that's the other side of that envelope. So that's number 5. Yeah. Then we open it up. We have our 6th envelope, this one here. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's it. 15 envelopes. How fun is that? All right. So, hashtag. What's our hashtag going to be? I'm trying to find a piece of paper to write a hashtag on. A piece of paper. Can I find a piece of paper? No. Guess I wouldn't want to use one of my good dyed papers. Okay. So, we are going to make the hashtag multi LTI, nope, envelope journal. Now, if you don't know how to do a hashtag, you do the pound sign, and then these all have to be one word. And yeah, if you're on, you know, something with automatic spell check, it'll give you a hard time. Don't let it separate the letters. So when I post, I will post on my Facebook page. I don't have a business Facebook page. I don't know that I have the time to monitor it. If I can talk my husband into it, I might start one. Instagram, and then you want to put at MJ Managros. Okay. And that's on Instagram. Okay. Both of these on Instagram or Facebook for this one. I don't know how Facebook works as far as tagging. So I don't know. I mean, if I'm not your friend on Facebook and you have your settings to friends only, I wouldn't be able to see it anyhow. But, yeah. Or you can put, I also have a Shabby Craft Studio. Shabby Craft Studio. So if you do this on, this is Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube. I don't know how it works on YouTube either, but maybe I'll be able to find you. Okay? I hope you guys had fun, as much fun as I did. My only stressful part was trying to show you how to do something and then messing it up, like my sewing here. I don't care. I don't care. It's fun. So this would be great for travelers because there's a lot of tuck spots to put stuff in. They could write, you know, if you know somebody who has an RV and travels and stuff, this would be great for them. You know, anything, gift it to somebody. Okay. I think that's what I'm going to do. Don't know who yet, but I may gift this to somebody. So, or it may end up in my shop. Maybe. We'll see. I don't know if it's good enough for that. So I am so happy, happy, happy and grateful you guys joined me. I am very thankful that you're playing along. And now I have to go figure out what I'm going to do next week. So I'm going to try and keep up the Sunday snippets, although I haven't gotten any mail, Martha mail. So we're going to, you know, figure that out. And I have to figure out Sunday snippets, Wednesday, What's Up Wednesday, and then if we don't finish whatever we're doing on Wednesday, I'll finish Friday. So if you have any ideas, you want to craft along with something that you've seen and you want to challenge me to it, I can give it a try. Remember, I get high anxiety about not living up to standards. But, you know, give me some ideas if you want. I'm looking for ideas. Please comment. Please, please comment. Please give me a thumbs up if you choose to. I see them. You can't see how many I'm getting. But if you give me a thumbs up, I see it when I go to YouTube Studio. I'm trying to do thumbs up. And thank you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Take care of yourselves. Stay healthy. Be well. I'm grateful. I'm happy. This has been a happy week because I've had lots of YouTube comments. So take care, everybody. Make something fun and happy. Don't stress over it. It's not meant to be stressful. Don't try and do it the way I did it. Do your own thing. That's what this is about. Love you. Bye, everyone.